Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another My Story animated reaction. This one is called My Experience on First Day at School at 13. This is the video that was uploaded today, so let's see what happens in this story and in this video.
Go! Run! I ran up the basement stairs with Ryan right behind me. We sprinted out the door, and I paused to catch my breath. My teeth were chattering. Here. But then he hobbled out of his house. Get back here. We gotta go. How far can we go on the ice? Hi, my name is Melody Walker, and I'm from Whittier, Alaska. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. I was from the tiniest town, and my house was even further away, tucked between these frosted mountains. And I loved to play or roll in the snow, but what I loved most was whenever we had to go into town. The people bustling from shop to shop, the cars whooshing by, and the laughter all around. And when I saw kids, I knew I had to be friends with them. If only I could stay in town a little longer. By the time I turned 6, my parents had started homeschooling me. It was fun in the beginning. I could go to class in my pajamas, I could turn in homework late by batting my eyes, and our cafeteria was open 24/7.
If I eat 2 cookies and then I'm gonna eat 2 more cookies?
That's too many cookies. But when I would watch TV or a movie, well, school looked totally different. I had no desk, no detention, and of course, no dances. I complained sometimes to my parents, so they did everything they could to cheer me up. We would play hide and seek or a game of chicken, a modern family one, or become anchors of our own imaginary show. My dad even tried to teach me to waltz, but I only crashed into 1 or 2 vases. Still, it felt like maybe I was missing something. Like I had no one to give my friendship bracelet to, or ask me to the prom. And when I was 15, my life took a sudden turn. My dad got a promotion, so we were moving to the city, and I was ecstatic. I can finally have friends, and maybe a boyfriend like MSA. But it wasn't that easy. I wish there was a handbook for high school. I had so many questions. How do you get in line for lunch when the crowd never ends? And where do you sit in class? Why do all these kids leave that wobbly chair for me that keeps bumping me in the back? Soon, I felt like I wasn't fitting in, but I wasn't a quitter. So I remembered how kids would act on TV shows or movies, and I tried the same with Amy, who was sitting next to me.
What are you doing?
Oh, you gave the right answer, so I thought I'd... No, we don't high five. What are you, 10? And it got me. Alone during lunches, alone during class, and alone during dances. Maybe I wasn't cool, but maybe if I was smart, I would finally make some friends. So I posted my tests with an A+ on my locker and on my Instagram stories. Neither worked. And then I did something I shouldn't have. Mrs. Smith, didn't you want to pass out that quiz before class was over? You can guess what's next. But at least my teachers liked me. They knew I tried hard, maybe too hard, and word got around to the principal. He tracked me down one day and asked me to join the school's newspaper. You're pretty good at academics and writing, and the paper needs some help. And it was a ton of fun. It helped the day fly by, and I ended up hearing the gossip from everyone. I heard where to get the best spray tan, which corner of the library was best for, and that Jessica P. stole Jessica's R's homecoming crown and wouldn't give it back. By the time I was 17, I was writing full articles and editorials in my free time. I also got to interview school hotshots, the big leagues, like cheerleaders and athletes. And finally, I was assigned to talk to Ryan, the captain of the hockey team, with a killer smile. So Ryan, how do you deal with the team pressure? Lonely?
I'm feeling lonely, lonely. Stop glancing and tell me, hold me, hold me.
I totally blurted it out. I slapped my hand over my mouth. As my face burned red hot, I immediately regretted serenading him. Ryan laughed, and I turned to hide my embarrassment, but my feet twisted over each other, and I fell back on Ryan. Whoa, you have a lot of school spirit. Are you okay? Oh, yeah. Oh, Melody, be professional. I took a deep breath and tried to recover. Are you excited for next week's date? Game? Next week's game? We're pumped, and I like a good date. Game. That smile again. I felt like I'd melted into a puddle. From that day on, everything changed, and my heart fluttered whenever he was even in the same room as me. And once, when I was in the cafeteria trying to merge into the lunch line with no luck, I was about to give up when a hand tapped me on the shoulder. You can stand in line with me. I spun around to make sure he was talking to the right person. Yes, you. Everyone gets feral at lunchtime. It felt like everyone had disappeared, and it was just him and me. I couldn't couldn't think of a single word to say, but spit it out. I believed you, I'm so stupid. I cringed at myself, but Ryan just laughed. Could this be the start of something? And then one day, as I was washing my hands in the bathroom, I saw Amy crying in the corner. I went to put my arm around her for a hug. What is wrong with you? Don't touch me. I'm sorry. You looked so sad. Amy rushed out of the bathroom and ran into the principal. It is way past the bell. Where is your hall pass? She's with me, sir. Is she? I'm interviewing her for, a story about the new tater tots. He angrily shuffled around the corner. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. That old man, he's a weirdo and always yelling and ranting and would love to give detention to everyone. Well, it seems like you were having a tough day. Yeah, boy trouble. Amy invited me to sit at her table for lunch. This was what I needed. I had a group of girls to hang out with every day. Gossip about boys or just share fries. Amy was cool. She gave me advice on how to wear my hair and which season my colors were in. We even worked on a history project together. I helped Amy get an A, and she helped me get out of that wobbly seat in the back of the classroom. And one day at lunch, everyone was buzzing about a party. Are you doing anything tonight? I can get you an invite. Oh, I don't know. I felt like one of the girls. I was also included. I have real, true friends now. Kelsey can pick us up. Come on. There will be really cute guys there. Like, anyone from the hockey team? Like Ryan? Of course. He wouldn't miss it. My first real party, and I had nothing to wear. I dug through my clothes like I had made mountains of rejected outfits until I found the perfect one. As snow lightly fell, Amy's friend Kelsey pulled up with Amy in her car with her two other friends, Allie and Emma. We drove to the house on the very top of a hill. The music was bumping and we could hear laughter. In the cafe, Amy and her friends pulled me into the dancing. Even though I couldn't dance to save my life, I felt at ease in my little friend circle. After a while, I cut my way out of dancing to look around for Ryan, but he was nowhere, so I joined others around the pool table. Do you play? It was Ryan. I nervously choked on my words. Do I play pool? Do you? No, I don't. But I could. That doesn't seem too hard. Did I do this right at all? Yeah, not quite. First of all, you hold the cue stick in the other direction. The other direction. I knew I was missing something. Let me show you. Ryan stood behind me and moved my hands on the cue stick. It's all about angles. He put his arm around my arm and showed me how to shoot. I could feel his breath, and I got goosebumps. As we played, I didn't even notice the other people trickle out. I looked at my phone and gasped. I gotta go. My parents are gonna freak out. I've never been out this late. Do you need a ride? It looks like the storm picked up. Whoa, a ride? With Ryan? And just then, my imagination went wild in my head. I could see us sitting in the car, our hands brushing against each other as we tuned the radio. I might even say, oops, I'm sorry, just to make it happen again. And when it was time for me to leave, Ryan would come running out of the car and say, Melody, you forgot your phone. I would know that I did it on purpose, but I would pretend to be surprised. Then I would take a step towards my house, and he would grab my hand, spin me around, and kiss me. And just then, Amy popped in. No, Ryan. She's getting a ride with me and Kelsey. She doesn't need your stupid truck. Okay, no problem. Thought I'd offer. See you later, Melody. Amy crushed my dreams badly, and with a heavy heart, I waved goodbye to him. Don't get your hopes up. He's a massive flirt. I think Kelsey is in her car. We walked outside, and all the other cars were gone, including Kelsey's. Where are you? I don't have any service. The wind had picked up and was whipping around us. Everyone tried their phones, but with no luck. I shuffled up back to the cafe, but the lights were out. This door's locked. We've got to do something before we turn into icicles. There's another house just down the way. We can go there. It's closer to town, so we'll probably get reception. Probably. The four of us waddled down the street in our dresses, slipping and sliding as the snow whirled around us. We arrived at the front door and knocked. No one's answering. Amy looked under the doormat, and then, under a frog statue, she pulled out a key. Too easy. I don't know if we should break into someone's house. We're not breaking into someone's house if it's already open. I don't know if the police will agree with us, but my hands are turning blue, so we crept into the house. It was small and creaky and smelled like an old wet towel. Let's see if they have chips. I walked past the mantel and looked at the owner's photos. The face looked familiar, but I couldn't place it. I could hear whimpering noises coming from the basement. You guys, you hear that? I opened the basement door, slowly made my way down, and found crates and crates of puppies. But they looked hungry, and I could feel that I would be their next meal. The basement door slammed shut. I ran up to the door, but it was locked. Amy? Ellie? Emma? Hello? I pushed as hard as I could, but the knob wouldn't budge. I was left alone for hours, out in the rural parts when there wasn't any cell service. I was so scared, but somehow I gathered myself, and I remembered there was one number that could get through.
Hello, 911? What's your emergency?
I'm locked in a basement, and I can't get out. A door slammed, and I knew the owner of the house must be back. A bad feeling crept into my stomach. Whoever keeps dogs like this in their basement must be dangerous and crazy. I needed to get out of here pronto.
What is your address?
Up on a hill? I had no idea where I was. I could hear a man's footsteps upstairs, and the puppy started barking like crazy. I think I'm on a pine hill or a peanut hill. Something with a P, that's for sure. I picked up a crowbar, just in case I needed a weapon to defend myself. The door swung open.
Melody?
Ryan, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, and when I didn't reach you, I called Amy. She told me that she left when she'd been waiting for you around here, but couldn't find you. So I came here, and then I spotted your scarf.
Yeah, but she was here. Anyway, I've been trying to call for help, but I don't even know where I am. Ryan took the phone.
Hi, 1430 Pepper Lane.
Pepper! I was close.
What are all these puppies? Some shady person may definitely be selling them illegally.
Another thud exploded up.
Take a tour of a place.
What's going on here?
Be selling them illegally.
Another thud exploded upstairs, and a shadow appeared. Principal Crabapple?
What are you kids doing here? Breaking and entering is a crime, don't you know?
I'm sorry. I got trapped here when I was looking for help. Please let us go. It's all a misunderstanding.
And we don't know anything about the puppy mill, and we will never speak about this to anyone.
The principal's eyes darted around the room, crazy and frantic.
I can't trust you. You won't be getting my secret.
He lunged at me, and I threw the crowbar at him, and it landed on his foot. He started hopping like mad.
Go. Run.
I ran up the basement stairs with Ryan right behind me. We sprinted out the door, and I paused to catch my breath. My teeth were chattering.
Here.
But then he hobbled out of his house.
Get back here. We gotta go.
How far can we go on the ice? Just then, police cars squealed onto the property. Ryan put his arms around me as the police handcuffed Mr. Crabapple.
We're gonna be okay, Melody.
Everything was fine, and the police did their investigation. And at school, Amy avoided me like the plague for a week, then finally came to apologize for what happened. You could have gotten me into real trouble by telling the police about me, but you didn't. Why, Amy? Why did you do this? The thing is, Ryan and I used to date, but I wasn't over him at all. And then I saw him scribbling your name and poring over your newspaper articles, and it just drove me mad. So, you took me there on purpose? No, I had no idea about that eerie house, but I could have helped you out of the basement when I left you there on purpose, so that you would know that it wasn't your place to just take him. I thought it wasn't over between us, but it is, and I realized he only likes you a lot. I wish you would forgive me, and we could still be friends. I have forgiven you, but I'm not sure about being friends again. Well, I volunteered at the shelter to help place every last puppy. I also wrote a gripping story for the newspaper about our ex-principal. It was the talk of the town, and I got famous too, only because I stayed true to who I was, even if it made me different from everyone else. Oh, and me and Ryan, we're still going strong. I can beat him at pool now, and we recently went out on a date with our cutie.
It's a good story. Seems she stopped being friends with that Amy girl, but she did kind of deserve it, though. You know, I can't really blame her for that. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for the next one. This was a pretty good story. I enjoyed this.